That was
We're
crazy.
Good. Woo, technical difficulties. There are technical difficulties. The Demolisher TV with Sophia Melanie. Hi everyone, I am Sophia Melanie, and I am on right now with Jessica T. Moore. Listen, Jessica, say hi.
Hey, I'm trying to get used to the two different platforms. Hi everybody.
So we are live right now on two platforms right now at the moment, and Jessica is leading a summit that's going to be in a couple of days, and we wanted to just come together really quickly to just kind of talk and see how things are going and like really share a little bit of the insight that's going to be shared during this summit. Jessica, tell us a little bit about you and what you do and why you started the summit. Give me all the scoop.
So my name is Jessica Moore, and I am a leadership coach and diversity trainer, and I am going to be launching my summit next week, and it's called Lead the Masses Summit. So pretty much what that is just teaching and encouraging people to become better leaders. So like in the world we live in today, especially, we need people who are willing to step up and be better leaders. So that's pretty much what the summit is about. And what you can expect is for us to talk about vision, alignment, and execution. So what that is like the first part to being a leader of how I believe what it takes to lead the masses is creating a vision. So that's like getting real crystal clear on who it is that you want to serve. And then next is building alignment. So building alignment with the right people and then executing on your goals, which a lot of times we don't know how to properly execute, and we get so caught up in all the things and become a fan of leadership and a fan of entrepreneurship. So we want to actually execute and not just sit in the background consuming all these books and all these YouTube videos and stuff and not actually creating. So that is what it is, and that's what to expect.
Listen, can I just add in and say something real quick? Because that was one of the things that I felt like I struggled with sometimes. So like I can go into execution mode like it's nobody's business, but then sometimes I can go into that overconsumption mode. I'm constantly in personal development classes, I'm reading a lot of books. And so sometimes that can cause you not to execute in the manner that you can. So I'm just super excited about you putting this summit together. I'm so excited about it. You have like a huge headline of speakers that's going to be involved in this summit. So can you share a little bit about some of the people or maybe what's going to be covered? I know what I'm going to be sharing, but just to give some folks a little bit of insight of what they can expect outside of what you just shared.
So we have 31 leaders who are going to be speaking on the summit, and it's going to be just different areas of your life, depending on where you are. So Adriana is actually in the comments. So hey, Adriana, she's going to be speaking about your SOPs and just getting that foundation of being a leader and starting your business. So she's going into what it takes on the back end, because a lot of times, we think about we see what's right in front of us, but not necessarily knowing all the work that people are putting in on the back end to make your business actually a successful business. So Adriana is going to be talking about that. We also have people talking about confidence, wellness. It's just every area that it takes to be a true leader. So just whatever the goal is, whoever it is that resonate with you, if you know that it's an area as far as your finances or your back end, or different things is not together, finding purpose, creating a mass movement, it's going to go into like all of that. So I strategically handpick these people to be able to come and just serve and just give it all, like let it all out. We not holding nothing back. Like this is what it takes. A lot of people are talking about their leadership secrets, things that it took to become successful. I have everybody all over the spectrum, from somebody who's actually talking about how she has been preparing for entrepreneurship as a leader. So she's actually been working for the past few years because she is a single mom, but that didn't stop her from wanting to continue to lead. So she's going to be actually talking about the preparation and having patience as a leader, because a lot of times we get these ideas, but we may not have the resources or the tools to execute on it. But that don't mean say you can't do it. It's just, it takes preparation to get there. So we have her, she just getting started out, all the way up to we got a few people that are have hit 7 and 8 figures. So they talk about their journey with that. And then we also, our youngest leader is 9. So she will be talking about her business and customer service and how she stays motivated to be able to serve her people at a 9-year-old level. So we got everybody. So the goal is that in 2021, we don't have any excuses as to why we can't show up and be the best version of ourselves.
Amen. Especially on a day like today, where, woo, y'all already know today was inauguration day. So what a way to really show what leadership would look like, really show what leadership should look like. And just being in that space of feeling like, if you truly believe and have that patience, like you said, because leadership is a journey. It's not something that can come to you overnight. And that's one of the things that I like to share too, at least from a finance perspective. That's what I'm going to be talking to you guys about in terms of how to lead your money with compassion. A lot of times we can be really hard on ourselves financially. We can really beat ourselves up over the decisions that we make around our money. But if you could just take a step back, if you could just poise yourself a little bit and just learn how to be compassionate and how you operate in your finances, how you operate in your resources, and take those same leadership traits that you have on your job, the same leadership traits that you have in your home, the same leadership traits that you have around any other area of your life. You can apply those same things to your personal finances as well as your business finances. So I just appreciate you putting all of this together. Like I said, the timing of it is perfect. It's a perfect space for leadership, empowerment, women empowerment. I know it's men on the summit too, but we talking about women empowerment.
I'll talk about them another day. Today is the day.
So I'm just like really super excited. Let me ask you this, because you said that you thought this through, you've been planning this for a while, and it's really been exciting for you to actually see your vision come to fruition, right? I know you put in some work. I know you had to put in some effort. So I would really like to know, like, how did you lead yourself while putting this Lead the Masses Summit together that's just a couple of days away? Come on, somebody. How did you lead yourself?
So one of the main things was just making sure that I was creating win-win situations. So when it comes to creating win-win situations, I'm not reaching out to people and saying, hey, I need you to come be a part of my stuff. I don't care what you're doing. We talking about my stuff. So creating those win-win situations with people and saying like, okay, here's what I bring to the table. Here's what you bring to the table. And this is how we can come together and lead. Because when it comes to leadership in business is all about relationship building. So business is relationship. So if you're not where you want to be in your business, you got to go back and you got to look at the relationships that you have. And so like relationships with your finances, relationship with yourself, having that self-care and different things like that. So that's pretty much, I really focused on making sure that I'm serving and giving and creating those win-win situations, and not just coming and just taking from people and saying like, this is what I'm doing. I don't care what you got going on, but creating that synergy between the people that I am leading with. So,
yeah. And that's having that servant kind of heart as well, and serving from a selfless space as opposed to a selfish space. I know a lot of times in business, people can operate out of desperation, right? And they can
Yeah.
operate out of a space of just me. I gotta make it, I gotta win, I gotta do this, and what about me? But a lot of times you really have to think about how can you collaborate and how can you uplift and help somebody else at the same time, even though you may not be where you want to be, but at the same time, it shouldn't always be about one-sided situations, like you said. So I appreciate that you mentioning the importance of win-win situations, you know. So,
and the whole brand was created from creating these win-win situations, because a lot of times, I know it's a quote out there that says entrepreneurship is a lonely road. It don't have to be. It's a lot of people out here trying to be entrepreneurs, and it's like, why not do something that can benefit everybody? So like, that's just really big for me, because as an entrepreneur for the past few years, I've always like connected and wanted to grow with people, because we always are better together. So that's really, like, that's the most important thing when it comes to the biggest takeaway, is that it takes all of us to come together, because at the end of the day, it's enough for everybody.
yes.
So like, you can talk about leadership, I can talk about leadership, somebody else could talk about it, but why are we, like, why are we fighting? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we fighting against each other? We don't want to help each other grow or none of that. It's like, and it's this sheltered mindset and this limited mindset that keeps us stuck. And so you're going to stay right there. But like, once you start getting up there, like where you want to be, it gets so much easier, because you know what I'm saying? Like, the people that you align yourself with, when people understand your vision, they understand your mission, you understand theirs, and you're creating and building those relationships, then you can grow so much faster than you do it on your own.
Yes. Ooh, that was so good. You had me thinking about a lot of things. I was thinking about too, like how sometimes in business people look for maybe their close friends or their family members. Come on, look to support their business or whatever the case may be. But we have to understand that that is not necessarily their role, right?
Oh my God. That's my pet peeve. That's why I look like that. That's my pet peeve. Hi, Pooh. She gonna be on the summer too. That's my bestest friend ever. So I just want to say, hey, girl. But yes, like, I just got out of a live and talked about this. A lot of times people go into business and then they create this thing, and then they're like, all right, y'all. And they go to their family and friends, harassing them, trying to get them to support you. And so the biggest thing, like, that I teach, because after the summit is over, I actually have a 6-week intensive where I'll be teaching other people how to create their own summits. Because I feel like you should never launch a product without having some type of summit or connections to other people. Now, unless you got thousands of followers and you just don't need it, but most of us that's watching don't. Like, so that's who I'm creating this for, is the people that may not necessarily know where to start. When you have that summit and you're aligning yourself, you have to be intentional about going out and finding the people, because you can have like this amazing idea and this amazing product, but if nobody knows you exist because you only targeting your family and friends, you being a disservice to the whole purpose in creating your business. So that's why, like, this program, like Lead the Masses, the coaching program, and everything doesn't launch until afterwards, because I have to create that vision, and then I have to align myself with the people who believe in the vision. And like, when people say they creating something, then your family don't understand you no more, your friends is gone now. You don't have to deal with that if your family don't even have to know what you're doing. If you aligning yourself with the right people, even with creating this summit, I created this summit. I got 31 people speaking on the summit. I haven't even really promoted the summit like that. Like, I promoted it, but I'm connecting with the people that's where I want to be. So instead of me just getting that one person, now everybody's audience who's interested in what I have to offer is coming, and it's all about like building tribes and building these connections, because instead of me like trying to target a certain person, I need to get into the industry. That's what they do in the music industry. And I know, like, I taught on that before, like, nobody in the music industry came up by themselves. That's why they got features. Like, they doing all that stuff now. Like, so we have to kind of structure the same way. We can't come up, and I know I heard this, this my pet peeve, so I got a lot to say about
Come on,
this.
say that. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Listening to a training that I was in, and it said, when you wake up every day, are you promoting your business or are you working in your business? So which one are you doing every day when you get up? So you creating these amazing products, but then you didn't tell nobody, you didn't make no posts, you didn't connect in no Facebook groups. That don't make no sense. Like, we can't do it like that. So Lead the Masses gives you that shift to learn how to reach masses. That's what the whole purpose of it is because if you really want to grow, you have to learn how to serve one to many.
One to many.
So yeah, that's where.
Amen.
That's how I feel when it comes to people doing that, because I've had people do it to me, and it's like, I'm not your target. I'm not who you want to serve. So like, you can't be bombarding me with this stuff that you coming up with. And honestly, I don't trust it. Your family don't trust you. You just came up with this. So that's why I'm like, you got to go out into the world and get people who would potentially want that and see if it's actually going to work. Because if it doesn't work, you might not even want it, but you could save yourself a whole lot of embarrassment by aligning yourself with the people that you want to be around, that you want to do business with, that you want to serve, because you shouldn't be for everybody.
Yeah.
Because if you're for everybody, then you'll really be for nobody. So you have to like tap into your industry and find the people that's already in your industry and connect and grow with them. We won't have to do it alone, especially in 2021, because we got all these Zoom meetings every other hour. So like, it's definitely, and with Clubhouse especially, it's a good opportunity to begin to grow together.
I'm glad you mentioned Clubhouse, because I received an invitation for Clubhouse and I accepted, right? So I signed up, but I'm not active on it. So I can be honest, right? And I know you're probably going to disagree with this, Jessica, but social media, it overwhelms me. So I cannot be on 12 different platforms. Mm-hmm. Like, I may have profiles set up on them, but you won't see me. So even like on Facebook, I haven't been on Facebook and I don't, God knows how long, right? Same thing with Instagram. I probably pop in here and there on Instagram, but my main platforms that I'm normally on is the platform where I'm able to educate on, which is YouTube or LinkedIn, and people that will actually consume the content that I am, giving out. Because we know on social media, Instagram, Facebook, the attention span is very short. They're not looking at anything for more than 30 seconds and they're gone, right? So one of the things that I have to learn is how to manage that, because that's one of the things that I hear a lot from business coaches. You got to be visible. You got to be visible. You got to be visible. But I'm like, I don't want to be on all these places. So what would you say to me?
I agree with everything you said. I'm not on all the platforms all the time. So I definitely understand. I got 3 kids and a husband. I can't be sitting here on everything. So like, even for me, social media is it's a struggle for me to show up all the time on social media. I schedule posts. So I'll go and I schedule my posts and I make sure I have at least 1 per week, just to make sure I'm still here. But social media is definitely like, I don't believe that everybody should be on, like, consuming social media like that. So what you should be doing is producing more than you consume. So if you sit on social media for 2 hours, you better have 4 hours worth of scheduled posts. So that's how I do social media. So if I'm on there, like even with Clubhouse is really good.
We'll just have to make it work. We'll have to make it
work. But yeah, so pretty much what I was saying is just making sure that you creating that balance. Like when it comes to stuff like that, because I know like with Clubhouse, people try to ping me into these rooms. I'm not going in there. Like I have 2 rooms that I go in on Clubhouse, because it's like, I know that that's the people that I want to serve. But even with that, it's only like 1 day out the week. So when it comes to social media, it's a difference between social media is for building the connections, but YouTube, blogging, and podcasting is for problem focused issues. So when somebody's coming on YouTube or they're coming on a podcast, they're coming because they want to solve a problem. So like something that I teach in my program is that you have to have one of those platforms, or you can't solve anybody's issues if you're on social media, because people don't want to see your business stuff all day on social media. So like I have a podcast called Leadership Secrets.
Why didn't I know that?
Yeah, because it's don't launch until after the summit.
Oh.
So we building up the episodes, and then once the summit is out, then we put all that out there. So, but that's where I'm going, and I'm really talking about like what it takes to be a leader. So I definitely like get that, and even with you being on YouTube, that's where you need to be, because that's where like solving problems in entrepreneurship is. So it's a difference. You shouldn't, and I've had like business coaches, the ones who tell you stuff, and they didn't even know this. So it's like they telling you show up, but they telling you to show up in the wrong place. So it's not helping you, and you're complacent and you're not growing because you're showing up, but you're showing up on the wrong type of platform.
Exactly.
So I have a coach that teaches me the foundation of my business, and then I have a coach that helps me with branding, social media, and all that stuff, because it's not the same thing. And a lot of people don't understand that you need a balance of everything to be able to have a sustainable business. So I do have a 5-part framework, and that's mindset, plan, strategy, brand, and marketing. Okay. And so when you have to analyze all 5 of those parts, because if it's something and you're not growing at the level that you want to grow, it has something to do with one of those 5 parts. So yeah, that's my take on social media. So I definitely get it. Don't feel bad, because at the end of the day, you need to be showing up where you solving problems.
Yeah. And so that means the places where I am is where I'm supposed to be. Awesome. Well, I'm super excited. Let me tell you guys, if you have not registered for the Lead the Masses Summit, I want to invite you guys to do that. Some of you guys who are on my email list, you probably have already seen email communications of me letting you guys know about the summit. But what I want to encourage you guys is to leverage this opportunity and to leverage this time to get some leadership insight on any area, right, of your life. Jessica mentioned that there's going to be a host of speakers, 31 different speakers, including myself. And we are all going to be touching on something different. And in some cases, some of us may be talking about the same topic, but it will be from a different perspective. So if you have not registered for the Lead the Masses Summit, go to leadthemassessummit.com and claim your free ticket while you can. The summit starts January 25th. Am I right? January 25th through January 27th. And it's 3 days of power-packed, insightful interviews, content, lessons, nuggets, all surrounded around leadership, your vision in leadership, your alignment in leadership, and your execution strategy around leadership. So join Jessica and get your seat in the summit, and you won't regret it. You will not regret it.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear about the finances and all that good stuff. Yes, it'll be 10 a.m.
10 a.m. 10 a.m.
Well,
what's the time zone? Time zone, in case we have people watching in different areas.
You said what?
Time zone.
Oh, Eastern Standard.
Eastern Standard.
I always think everybody in Atlanta. So Eastern Standard Time zone.
So I have one more question for you. What is the one thing that you want participants of this summit to walk away knowing, to walk away doing, to walk away feeling at the end of this 3-day experience?
The biggest thing for me is to not only consume, but to execute. That's the most important thing, is executing on your goals. So like every day of the summit, I will be having a speech kind of at the top. It's like, okay, this is what you're learning, but this is how we implement. So that's the biggest thing, is actually taking that information and using it. Like I have a private community for people to join. So like if you need help and you need that assistance, like, and also just seeing it doesn't matter like where you are, like you can be a leader. So giving people that confidence, I hope that they're able to walk away with enough confidence to be able to take action on the ideas that have been sitting in their head that they have not put out there, and saying like, you know what, if this person can do it, I can too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that level of encouragement and that reminder to execute. Don't sit on your dreams. Don't sit on your visions. Don't sit on your nuggets, because you never know what that one thing can do for your future, for your legacy, for your loved ones, and all of that. So I am in awe of your mission and your vision behind the summit. Like I said, I was just posted a video on my YouTube channel today. I was just saying, like, when you had told me about it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like, this is amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. So it's an honor to be a part of this with the rest of the other 30 speakers that are going to be a part of the summit. But it's just really something to really stress the importance of leadership and how it has an impact in any and every area of your life, and why you really need to take it seriously.
But thank you. This was fun.
Look, people on Facebook probably like, girl, we ain't seen you in a whole. Yeah, I haven't seen you, but yeah, I'm here now. For now. So Jessica, tell folks where they can find you, where they can follow you. We already gave them the information to actually register for the summit. Steph said that she has her ticket, so I will see you in the room, sis. Woo, woo, woo.
So anyone who wants to connect with me, you can actually go to connectwithjess.com. So it's simple. And that's where you can find like all the information as far as like to see if you qualify to work personally with me, and to schedule interviews, all that good stuff. So that's at connectwithjess.com. And then of course, if you want to attend the summit, is leadthemassessummit.com. And I am on social media, Jessica T. Moore. That's Facebook, and then Instagram is miss.jt.moore. So if you put in Jessica T. Moore on any platform, I should pop up. I may not be all that active, but I will pop up. So, but Connect with Jess, that's my hub for everything, all things Jess.
Yes, and let me see a glimpse of that shirt, because I see a little, I see Lee. I'm like, wait a minute, let's see, yes. So yes, come all the way through.
Because I'm trying to make sure that people really understand, like, we headed up in a new direction and we are leading our people in the right way. So I actually made this shirt. So that's what I used to do, make shirts. So yeah, I pivoted during the pandemic. So yeah.
Oh, I like that. Pivoting during the pandemic. You may have to turn that into a series. All right. Well, I think that is it for you guys. Thank you all for tuning in on Instagram. Thank you guys for tuning in on Facebook. Don't forget to register for the Lead the Masses Summit. You don't want to miss it. It starts January 15th. So make sure that you secure your virtual seat in the room for the 3-day summit, where we're going to have lots of fun. So some folks are in there. If you're not in there, I'm going to need you to get in there. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, I will see y'all later.
Bye, God.
The Demolisher TV with Sophia Meloni. The Demolisher TV with Sophia